Head out now. Do we have audio? There's nobody in the room, so testing 1, 2, 3. Looks like we've got audio. Yep. Crickets, baby. Nobody's here. It says there's 10 in the room. It's a very quiet 10. Make some kind of comment, guys. There's 11 people here, and I see nothing in the. Thank you, Robert V. Thank you. Funky audio. Audio sounds funny. Uh-oh. It's not clear. Shit. First time going live here. Philly Brian, how you doing, brother? Not clear. Okay, let me go back to the. First of all, let me turn that fan down. We'll lose this earpiece. Mute mic. How about now? Can you hear me now? You guys remember that old Verizon commercial? How's it sound now? Is it still shitty? Man, these are Power Beats Pro. Why was that audio bad? It should have been perfect. Robert V says it's better. I have noticed, you guys, in the videos that I've done here in this room that there's an echo. I don't know if I need to put some carpet down. Okay, let's Brian Hatcher. My God, brother. So good to see you. Romeo Doria, Robert V, OBG, John Marlin, Rokon Montana, Robert V. Philly Brian, yeah, baby. We just came off of a walking street bender. Oh. Maximus Murray, good morning. Peter T from Australia, good morning. Robert V again, if I didn't say it. John Marlin, Brian Hatcher. Wow, Kieran Hennessy. We got 25 in here in the first couple of minutes. John Marlin. John Marlin says there's no audio at all now. James Lonergan says the audio is good. Maximus says the audio is good. Charles Brand, good morning, sir. 2 beers is here. Paul Ray. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the live stream. What's going on? And Malagayan Pasco. Merry Christmas, you guys. On the 23rd of December. Whew. Okay, let me see if I can turn that fan back up. Because, it's hot in the Philippines. If you guys can hear that, tell me, okay? I've got the I've got aircon here in this place, but it's it's in the bedroom, and I need to run it for like half an hour before the AC makes its way out here to the living room and kitchen. Maximus, I'm living on Goat Road, right behind Goat Road, actually. Hoken College. I can walk to SM Mall. I can walk, to Walking Street, which isn't really a big deal. Walking Street's something. Ray Shepard, Lee Straughter. Good morning, sir. Herberto Colazo. Good morning, sir. Thank you for coming. DJ Joe. Man, I'm way behind. Scarlet Joy. Good morning from Virginia. Ooh, it's cold there. Cold in Virginia right now. They're having yeah, we've done set up a meet and greet for the subs. Well, that would be interesting. Maybe a bar crawl would be fun. I'm not a big fan of Walking Street because it's so expensive, but once a month, especially if you're going out with Philly Brian, you got to throw it down, man. It's fun. Maximus. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it got flipped upside down or right side up. I think it's more the opposite. I think I got flipped right side up. Diba? Well, Goat Road's walking distance. If you're talking about walking street, Goat Road is very close. Yeah. You just have to walk through the jeepney, the giant transportation terminal there. And Charles Brand, thank you, sir. Will do, Brian. And don't forget to go check out Philly Brian. He's done a bunch of them already. You know, you guys haven't seen the video yet. I've done a video of my place here. This building was originally built as a condominium complex pre-COVID. And what happened was, Mountain Dew. Do the do, baby, especially when you're just coming off of a bender. I only got 2 hours sleep. Kyle Tyrell. Good morning, sir, from Australia. Jim Chewy. Mr. Chewy, hello. How are you, sir? What was I saying? This building that I'm in, construction started pre-COVID, you guys. And every unit pre-sold, believe it or not. And about half the units pre-sold to Japanese customers. And then we all know what happened, the shenanigans, and nobody could come here to claim their condo. So the owner of the building just decided to rent the units out to expats. So there's about there's 26 units in here. They're about 80% occupied, and there's 8 expats, and the rest are occupied by young Filipino professionals and their girlfriends. It's really a nice place. There's a swimming pool on the first floor. You'll see that video coming up. That's going to be the next video that comes up. Let's keep the comments about my family, you guys, to a minimum, okay? Let's try to have a little bit of respect in knowing the fact that my family's probably watching this. And I have nothing negative to say about them, okay? I love them all to death. We just can't be together. Something very toxic happens when we're together. Robert V, that's a great comment. That's a great comment. I don't know. I mean, we owned our house, and I didn't really see anything negative about owning the house other than the fact that there was no monthly payment. And if you're on a budget, not having a monthly rent payment is pretty damn nice. That $300 that you're going to pay for rent, it goes a hell of a long way in the Philippines for food, things of that nature. British expat, good morning, sir. Also on the coffee and panda sale, like I was. The coffee and panda sale. Oh, I got that. You guys, you guys know this stuff. Yeah, who has had this in the Philippines? I mean, that's just a little sack of deliciousness right there. You can just cut the corner out of that and just squeeze the whole thing. And if you put that on a hot panda sal, oof, boom, your head just explodes. Oh, Randy Woods, good morning, sir. Yeah, exactly. Me and Randy know what's going on. How about the rest of you? Charles Brand, I'm not sure what you're saying, but my alcoholism is all but gone. I don't think it's any surprise to anybody. I never publicly admitted the fact that I had a drinking problem, but I would imagine a couple of years ago during some of my vlogs, it was fairly apparent, especially to my subscribers that were law enforcement. They busted me every time. I was pretty good at hiding it, but all right, 40 in the room, 10 minutes in. That's awesome. Yeah, Philly Bryan has, hooked me up a couple of times. Philly Bryan actually got me started a long time ago. I've got a great story, you guys, about the first time me and Philly Bryan met in person. We had spoken several times through YouTube, because YouTube used to have a private messenger that you could use. And he was Philly and I was Philo. And this is going way, way back to the beginning when we were both very new. This is when Brian wasn't even talking to the camera. He was just doing walkarounds with no voice. And so Philly Bryan invited me. When I finally moved here, he knew about it. He invited me down for a big bike week here in Angeles City, which they don't really do anymore for some reason. Obviously, there were shenanigans the last couple of years, but hopefully it comes back. So anyway, I meet Philly Bryan here, and we cruise over to his apartment, right? This is when he lived back in Hinsonville, kind of behind the Lewis Grand, but a little bit further than that. He lived back there. Yeah, let's all have a drink on that. Yeah, 2 beers is right. There's no property tax. Well, there's property tax, but God, our property tax wasn't even 500 pesos a year over there. Jim Schultz, good morning, sir. Anyway, Philly Bryan picks me up at the Petron station there. I was staying Savannah Resort, someplace like that. And we motor on over to his house, right? First time we meet in person. And we're just hanging out inside his place. Let's not there. Let was over at the store. And Philly Bryan says to me, dude, I just went over 7,000 subs last night. At this point, I had 600 subs maybe, and it's just so funny to look back on that, because, man, I thought Philly Bryan was a god at 7K. I had 600. I was just like, man, this guy's kicking some ass. It was so funny. But yeah, we had a great collab vlog there for Big Bike Week. Of course, we ate that Philly cheesesteak sandwich at Philly's. Tim DZIAK. I'm sorry, sir. Good morning. How are you? Azariah says I slurred a lot. Yeah, you know what, you guys? Most of those Tagalog lessons that I gave going back 2-3 years, I was pretty hammered. Jim Schultz. If I didn't say it, good morning, sir. Yeah. Well, 2 beers, I was very functional. I was probably one of the most functional alcoholics you'd ever meet, because I would get up, I'd black out and get up at 4 a.m. and go ride the bikes with Tito Road. I mean, that was no big deal to me. And then I just start right back over again. Robert V, that's a good comment, sir. See, I'm exactly the opposite. I like to have a place. I like to plant my roots and let them grow a little bit. And then I'll just take off. I'll find somebody to watch the house and I'll take off down to Subic for the weekend, something like that. Scarlet Joy, good morning and welcome to the live stream from Virginia. What is the degrees Fahrenheit? I love Olongapo City. That's probably where I'm going to end up, you guys. Angeles right now is a stepping stone for me, but I love Olongapo. I love Zambales, that whole coast, that whole west coast of Luzon. Not sure what you're talking about there, Timmy Ram Jam. Subliminal work in my vids. I don't know, but doing vids is tough enough without trying to add something subliminal to it. Tim Zayak, I'm going to say that your name is Zayak. Maybe the D is silent. Spanky, Walang Problema. Good morning, sir. How are you? Thanks for joining the live stream. Yeah, Azariah, I was very functional. But like I said, the law enforcement, I had a couple of law enforcement people that were always in my live stream, and they after the live stream they'd bust me. Or no, after they would watch my video that I posted, they'd bust me. Oh, you were on the NP, I could tell. Thank you so much, Scott Allen. Yeah, it's just going to get, I've got all kinds of ideas, man. I was a little apprehensive about living here because, it's Philly Bryan's territory. He's vlogged it out, but there's still quite a bit left. You are incorrect. I'm going to show that comment, Phil M. Guy. I have asked the chat room to keep comments like this to a minimum. The second helmet is down inside my motorbike, if you're wondering where it's at. I have 2 helmets. I've always had 2 helmets. You got that right, brother. Can you feel the love tonight? Can't take that shit away. I threw that down inside Club XS one night, Brian, in front of about 400 people. Whew. Boy, I was so nervous you couldn't shove a needle up my ass with a jackhammer. But I threw it down, brother. I threw it down. Charles Brand, I'm going to be vlogging all over the place. One thing you're going to see a lot of in my vlogs is Astro Park. I live right across the street, man. And that place just goes off in the morning. Phil M. Guy, you keep making that comment. If I see that comment one more time, my buddy James is going to kick your ass out of here. Mrs. Heminger, no way. What's happening, Mrs. Heminger? Now, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, you know that you've made it if Mrs. H comes into your live stream. I'm honored, Mrs. Heminger. Thank you so much for stopping by. That's how you know that it's going down. Spanky, yeah, I'm going back to Mabalakat. That's where my, actually, I just ordered a new seat. You got, wait till you see the seat that I got for this NMAX. Two beers, you are going off, dude. What is your deal? I have no idea what you're saying there. And that is, I don't know what that is either. Pundakit Beach. Azariah, I'm way ahead of you, brother. Look down at my videos. I've got several videos from Pundakit. Shit, I was there back in 2013. I've got a video. Charles Brand, what's Astro Park? You got to Google that, man. You got to Google that. Philo joined my Discord. Mrs. H is in the house. Woo! You just made my day, Mrs. H. You know it? I don't even think I'm going to go back to sleep. I can now make it through the day on 2 hours sleep. Philly Bryan, I'm telling you, bro, it's going up. That video is going up. Me and Philly Bryan singing Garth Brooks in Champagne Bar. Jeff C., good morning. Welcome to the live stream, friend. Marshall Leo. Yeah, Brian. I might start my own. Might start my own writers group. Tino, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. That's a true statement. Robert Dyer, I'm right across the street from Astro Park. I live behind Goat Road. Hoken College area is what it's called where I live. Hoken College area. Yeah, I was out. I was stuck in the USA 16 months there, Mrs. H. I wasn't too damn happy about it. Two beers, it's great that you can type that, but if I don't understand what the hell you're saying, brother, you can type 1,000 words a minute. It won't mean shit to me if I don't know what you're saying. Paulie Detmertz, good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Robert Dyer. Oh, I said hello to you. Sorry. Tino. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that Astro Park, just the sheer number of people that show up there at sunup at 6 a.m. First of all, you've got two giant Zumba classes going, one on the basketball court and one inside the big round. I know. And you've got 100 girls, or most of them is believe it or not, middle-aged women who are doing the Zumba, and a few young talented ladies, talented peanut butter brown hotties. And then you've got the people that are doing the laps, and that's me, because I try to get 10,000 steps in the morning by 8 a.m. I went 10,000 steps. Did you guys see that post? I got damn near 20,000 yesterday. I threw it down, and probably 8,000 of that was in slippers. I did it Filipino style, some of those steps. I think I need some front lighting. I'm going to have to buy one of those round. I knows. Do you have a with you so you can stay in shape out there? Brian, I don't have the bicicleta yet. I'm going to have to rent a van or an SUV and go back. I was down there Monday morning. Someone loaned me a car to drive back down to North Calogan and pick up a bunch of my stuff. But of course, I couldn't fit the bicicleta. Charles Brand, is Goat Street what used to be First Street? You know what? Let me bring up my maps here real quick. This will put me way behind. You guys want to watch me struggle? This will put me so damn far behind I won't even be able to catch up. But I got to look at it now. I should have put it on my phone. Micoyan, Malolos, Papalit, San Fernando. There we are, Balabago. Astro Park. Yeah, it's still First Street. It still is First Street. If you guys are looking at, for those that are interested, if you're happen to be looking at Google Maps, if you zoom in Astro Park, you'll see something that says Hoaxon College. It's not Jockson, it's Hoaxon College. That's the area that I live in. Mrs. H, I'm going to be here till they kick me out. Till I do something that gets me booted. All right. Shit. Yeah, mum's the word on that one, Mrs. H. See, that's why we love you, man. Paulie, yeah. I'm sitting in my new place. Hottest women are always there. Man, you take the cake, dude. You've been doing that shit for years, too. Gragging people up. Scarlet Joy. Oh, 40s is not bad. Scarlet Joy, 40s in Virginia? Shit, that's short pants weather. Lucas Musser, good morning, my friend. Did you guys see how handsome Lucas was at the Clarkton when we had breakfast? Welcome, Malaya Adventures. Hi, honey. How you doing? Lucas Messer. First is Goat Road. Correct. Yeah, I live right behind Goat Road. I guess, I'm going to have to eat some goat. I don't think I've ever had goat. I don't know if we ever had goat there. Two beers in Canada, yeah. You're really screwed up there. You are screwed. Yeah, but guess what, Timmy Ram Jam? I don't live in the USA, baby. And here in the Philippines, it's very, very common. That's just how you throw it down, Marshall Leo says, I'm kind of confused. Confused about what? 54 people, 27 minutes in. Have I thought about getting into diving? Not really. I haven't really thought about it. I've done my share of snorkeling, but I haven't really thought about getting into diving. What I really want to do is start flying. I want to get out to that Angeles City Airport and meet that. Actually, I met him, Philly Bryan. Or no, it was Overstay that vlogged that, right? That went out there to the airport and flew in those ultralights. I met that guy. I met that guy when I was out bar hopping with Brian and Lutt a couple of weeks ago. He's really cool. He actually owns the apartment building that Overstay just moved from. Cowboy lives in there too. Azariah, San Francisco, one of my favorite places, man. What was it? Crystal Beach, San Francisco. You know what I mean? You don't need to hop on a ferry and go anywhere. Just stay on Luzon and drive up there. That place is absolutely beautiful. 22 degrees, 22F in Michigan. That's also, for Michigan, that's, short pants weather. Lucas. Yeah. We were talking about that at breakfast, I think, because I couldn't pronounce it. Yeah, bile soup. I also don't like the blood barbecue, those little square pieces of blood. I mean, that might be delicious, but there's just something about it that's extremely unappetizing. Two beers, Christmas Day is +5. Maids, single moms, and users are bad. Nelda's Life Journey, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Exactly. It's that time of year, folks. Patty has a flying club. Marshall says diving's one of the coolest things. Mrs. H, it's brand new. I'm the first tenant in here. I'm the very first tenant. And stay tuned to watch the video because there's a little surprise in that video. It's kind of funny. I think it's funny. My sense of humor's fairly warped. Nailed his life journey. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Charles Brand. Yeah. I think you're right about that. I think that's like legendary, First Street. I mean, it's been there for years. Tuk Tuk used to talk about it all the time. Tuk Tuk really liked goat. My brother. Oh, I'll tell you what, guys, that Mountain Dew. I may have discovered something there. Mountain Dew after a bender. The hell with the coffee. Mountain Dew and Panda Sal. Dulongon. Dulongon. That's yeah, there you go. That's that bile soup. South Texas, 82 degrees on Christmas Day. Yeah. That's one thing I missed about Southern California is we would always go out on a big bike ride. You know, our riders group, and we go out Christmas Day. It's kind of cold in the morning, you know, maybe 60 F, but by midday, 72, 73 degrees Fahrenheit on Christmas Day. Mrs. H, I'll get over there. I'll put that on my list. You know, I've never spent much time there. I partied with an expat there a few years back for a couple of hours in his room. And oh shit, how do I do that? There we go. Vlogging notes. Yeah, I got to get over there. That's, if I don't write this down, Candy Towers. There's a cool bar over there by Candy called Daisy D's. I had a beer in there the other night because Overstay vlogged it, and I went to. They have San Mig Light on draft in there. You're going to buy the accessories for your mess. Brian Hatcher, I already did. I haven't put the video up yet. I put some crazy fog lamps on the front that are super bright. I learned from riding through the province with Rush Riders. You got to have that, man. Your standard headlight is no good in the province. So yeah, I've got lights mounted on the front of that thing that will turn night into day. Malaya Adventures, time for breakfast. I only had Panda Sal. I've got tocino in there. I've got beef tapa. I've got longanisa. I've got, I found Johnsonville brats at Pure Gold Da'u. I have Johnsonville brats in my freezer. Thank you very much. Azariah, fellow diver. Yeah, there's a giant casino that went in for the Chinese over there. Also, I don't know if you guys know it. Some of you might not know it. Giant call center right behind SM Clark. And they have emailed me now 3 times asking me to put a Betamax is correct, James. It's it's New Clark City BPO Corporation. Business process outsourcing. And I've gotten 3 emails from them now. They're looking for people with corporate experience, Americans, for supervisor positions. So that's comforting to know that I can, if I decide I want to go back to work, because I am high energy, you know what I mean? Being retired is tough. And it's fun having a channel because it gives you something to do. But if it ever came down to wanting to work and work actually for US dollars. Mrs. H, what percentage of expats would you say are still compared to pandemic if you had to guess? Right now, I would say it's at 10%. A lot of Koreans. There's a lot of Koreans running around. I guess they're letting the Koreans in somehow. But no, most of what I'm seeing, Mrs. H, are people who live here, your expat crowd. You know, the old guys that are drinking by 1 p.m. They're in the bar by 1 p.m. But not on fields or perimeter. They're on the back roads. I found a really nice bar behind ABC Hotel. It's called the something Monkey. 50 peso San Migues, and really, really good quality, inexpensive food. I had a beer and dinner in there one night for 150 pesos. I got broke in my first trip to Subic. Mrs. Heminger. Serviced condos. When you say that, are you talking about housekeeping, or because I've got housekeeping here? The girls live on site here. All you got to do is call them up and give them 300 pesos, and they come in and do a full cleaning of the room. They came in and did the floors before I moved in. And man, when I came in, it looked like you could ice skate on the floor. They did such a good job. So as a right, I'm a big fan of the beef tapa. Oh, Mrs. H, you're talking about, yeah, all I'm seeing are the old expats, the guys who run around in socks and slippers, and they're drinking at 1 p.m. The condo itself is nice, but the decor screams homemade porno. Kind of like ABC Hotel. I've never stayed at the ABC, but I've seen videos of several of the rooms. Ricky USA, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Haven't seen you in a while. Ricky USA likes that style. Yeah. Yeah, they're not too hard to look at either. We're talking a couple of 20-year-olds. It's like, let me get the hell out of here. Here's your 300. I'm gonna go run for an hour or something to get the hell away from here. Charles Yao, Koreans probably not so bad, Filipinos absolutely love Korean culture here. My stepdaughter's just batshit crazy over anything Korean. I'm hoping that she'll come here for a visit because she hasn't seen the Koreatown. She hasn't seen Koreatown that we have here in Angeles. It's outstanding, especially at nighttime when it's all lit up. It kind of looks like Las Vegas. You can see a lot of movement outside there. Hope I'm not making too much noise. I haven't figured out what the sound levels are here. Mrs. H, I was working. I was an Uber driver. I drove for Uber. Made about 125 US a day, and then I'd knock off. But it only took me about 5 hours to get that. So I was in central Indiana, and Uber was outstanding in central Indiana. Much better than it was in Southern California. Yeah. But I tell you what, the level of service you get there is, also the place up on MacArthur Highway next to McDonald's is really good. The name escapes me, but that place is really, really nice. And the service, when you're getting a level of service that's giant cherries. Yeah. And it's clean. That's the most important thing. Brian, I'm all out. And we lost a bunch of them. during the construction. Shit got flooded. Melanie, during the construction, they had everything stored in the videoke room. Well, a lot of those construction workers were walking across that roof of that videoke room. And, it only took about a couple of hundred of them. Now, all of a sudden, you've got a seam that's opened up. And when it rains, of course, we had to build during rainy season. It still turned out, that house is beautiful. It turned out really nice. Randy Woods, if you're going to be on Walking Street, that's who you want to be with, is Philly Bryan. We get the red carpet rolled out for us everywhere we go. And now I'm in the crew, you know what I mean? So even if I show up without him, I get the treatment. Malose, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Good morning. Oh, I gotcha. Don't need to search. Something like almost being being in a hotel. Gotcha. So it's really kind of like well, I guess Candy Towers would be Airbnb, right? They would be on that. James Lonergan, go ahead. I don't think that can get me in any kind of trouble, or any of us in any trouble. So Tim Zayak, so good, so clean, so go. Do you guys know about So Go hotels? Malose, why are there so many Koreans? I can answer that question. Oh, me. Okay, me? Okay. Malose, there's so many Koreans because it's only 3 hours away. That's why. If I'm in America, I've got to fly 14 and a half hours one way to get here. They only have to fly about 3.5 hours. That's why there's an old Korean joke that goes around here in Angeles. Maximus, that is actually right across the street, or right down the street from me. It's on the same street as me. I walk past it every single day. The 3rd Street Ladies Dormitory. I have no idea what it is. I would imagine it's bed spacers. I would imagine it's college kids that are bed spacing. I don't know. I follow a guy in Southern California YouTube. He doesn't make it on Uber. No, I actually did okay on Uber because I did it in Orange County, but nothing like I lived in Indianapolis. I had to work 8 hours in Southern California to make what I could do in 4 or 5 hours in Indianapolis. Indianapolis just went off on the Uber scene. I could not believe it, man. How good it was. Okay, you guys, yeah. There you go. That is the... Oh, now see, everything's clickable on my end, so I don't know if that worked or not, James. I get the hand no matter what I touch when I'm using StreamYard. Yeah. Brian Hatcher, I'm going to call Philly Bryan out right now on his gold-laced Inmax and challenge him to a race on Clark Air Base. You see, I know I'm going to kick his ass. And why? Why am I going to kick Philly Bryan's ass? Because his Inmax is weighted down with all that gold shit. I don't have that, see? I don't have that. In fact, I'll keep my top box on, Philly Bryan, and still kick your ass. The gauntlet has been thrown. If you're even in here, Philly Bryan. Oh, he is. The gauntlet has been thrown, baby. Azariah, bingo. Bingo, bingo. But guess what? Guess what, Azariah? There's plenty of girls here working in the bars. There's only, I'd say 8 bars maybe that are open. Maybe 8 bars. And yeah, it's coming back. Oh shit, where'd that comment go? There you go. Everybody knows where Kokomo's is. And you know what, James? There's already stuff. I was in there. I had dinner in Kokomo's. What's today? Tuesday night. And there's already bags bags and boxes along the walls. Philly Brian, Banana Man does not have a GoFundMe. Okay. 2 beers, a bed spacer is basically a bed for rent. You pay by the night, or you can pay by the work. You can pay by the week. It's super cheap. It's like 100 pesos a night for a bed spacer. And what they'll do is they'll put 5 people in they'll put 5 people in a one room. I know, with just the mats. You're sleeping on. Lucas, Philo and Phil, next week will be you and Brian at the police station. Yeah, baby. No, Brian has told me earlier that he knows a place where we can go and race. But he don't want none of me. He don't want none of it. College kids at AC. Yeah, there's a bunch of college kids here. I see them every day, Mrs. H. I'll vlog it for you, baby. Two beers, I've lost some weight. There's truth to that. But man, I got up to 192 pounds, which is, yeah, I was up to 198 pounds in the USA. And I was 170 when I left the Philippines. 172 pounds when I left the Philippines. And I got up to 198. I was just a fat, festering piece of shit. Marshall Leo, Team Yamaha. Philly Bryan says it's a third person acting on his behalf. Bed spacer equals park girls. Jim Schultz, of course. Play safely. There's certainly nothing wrong with a little racing on our time, Mr. Hand. I don't know. Philly Bryant changed his pipe, so Philly Bryant changed his pipe out. I'm probably going to have to do that too. He's probably got something on me. People think that AC is just fields and airbase area. Exactly. Hey, don't forget the public market, man. That public market is fun. I went over there. Don't remember when I was over there. It was on a Saturday because I wanted to go to the Apu market. You guys know what Apu market is? And man, that public market is the place to be. Let me just tell you that. And if you're a vlogger, they just love you there, which is unusual. A lot of times you've got to be careful with your camera. I haven't even taken my camera around here yet because I want to get to know the vendors and the people first. The worst thing you could do is show up on your first day you moved in, running around with a GoPro. But I've met a bunch of the people here, including the laundry lady. I've got laundry right here. I've got 4 different carinderias, 2 restaurants, 3 different palenques right here in my little area. Jim Schultz, no, the rabbi is still vlogging. He's got a different channel that's called something construction. I'll post it. Okay, I'll post it on Facebook. I was just talking to him the other day. I was in his live stream. He is still vlogging. Brian Hatcher, there's a lot of 2-week millionaires ready to contribute. Yeah. I tell you what, Brian, when it does open up, this place is going to just explode. Can you imagine? No, it wasn't the Wicked Winch. It was, I dated a girl from in there. It was One-Eyed Winch. It was called One-Eyed Winch, Azariah. The bar across from Kokomo's, One-Eyed Winch. And it's now, right now it's nothing, I believe. I don't think it's even open. Ooh, 70 plus pounds, 2 beers. Philo, do you know a good lawyer in AC? Sorry, you guys, I'm so far behind, man. Jim Schultz, the rabbi, is vlogging. I will find his, well, actually, that's easy. I can tell you right now what it's called. I've got this kick-ass laptop now. I can do like 600 things at once. Subscriptions. Wait long, Paul. I found him. I thought he was washed up too, but I found him and had to hoodwinked by an angel is no more. His new channel is called shit. I didn't subscribe to him. He's probably live right now. The guy does like 7-hour live streams. He's only got 5,000 subscribers on his new channel, but he's the same old rabbi, man. The guy's funny as hell. Here it is. I found him. Alpha Male Construction Videos, Michael Fazio. Alpha Male Construction Videos. Take that, baby. Yeah, go in there and watch him. The guy he still cracks me up, man. So funny. Maximus, yeah, Holy Angels University. That jeepney stops right here on First Street. Maximus, you got it. Yeah, One-Eyed Winch. That's what it was. I had an old girlfriend. One of my first Filipina girlfriends was at a One-Eyed Winch. She wasn't working there when I was with her, but she had been in there for like 5 years. Got to go to CPI Call Shop by the Clarkton. They have the best beer on draft. CPI Call Shop. I've been trying to get back into that place that you and I went to, Brian. You know, it was next door to like Eurotail or something. I'll make a note of that. CPI Call Shop by the Clarkton Hotel. Shit, I stayed in the Clarkton for 10 nights. I stayed in the Clarkton for 10 nights. I didn't recognize that. Okay, vlogging notes. What is that now? CPI Call Shop. CPI. Welcome back, Brian Hatcher, by the way. I missed you, brother. And now you're leaving Southern California too. Shit. And that's for good draft beer. Okay. Whew. I also found an awesome massage parlor, you guys. An awesome massage parlor that's just straight massage. You know what I mean? You watch Frank too? Mrs. H, I would love to watch Frank, but I don't know where he's at anymore. I've been out of the game so long. Does anybody have Frank's? Philly Bryan and I were talking about that. Gary T, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Thank you so much. Larry C, welcome to the live stream. Larry C, I don't think so. I don't think they have Diet Mountain Dew, but they might. I only say that because I would never. Diet Mountain Dew. Huh. That would make it not really Mountain Dew, would it? Or do they put caffeine in this? Do they actually put caffeine in Mountain Dew? Or is it just the sugar that gets you hyped up? Well, I could sit here all day and never read that. That's just useless. Doritos, Doloritos Joni. Good morning. I guess that's what that says. My solution to virus is stop testing and just ignore it. That's a pretty damn good comment. Yeah. Mrs. H, I retired, at the age of 52. And it wasn't something I wanted to do. I was kind of forced into it. Maximus, well, not really, not so much. That might be boring in the Midwest, but you got to remember where you're at here. This is Angeles City. Happy endings are pretty easy to come by. You don't need to get one in your massage. But now you bring up a good point, something I wanted to say. If you're in a place that does a happy ending massage, you're not really going to get much of a massage, okay? I'm talking about a place that I found where the girls are actually school trained. It's like a little Thai girl throwing you around the room for an hour. I mean, these girls are good. Brian Hatcher. Thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat. Mountain Dew has a high caffeine content. Well, that's what I thought too. Calories, total fat, cholesterol, sodium. They don't print this shit out for an old man to read. That's for damn sure. That's what I miss about having the kids around, because I can just hand that to them and tell me what that says. Well, anything carbonated is not good for you. I don't drink a lot of carbonation, you guys. I'm a water guy. I've never even really liked Coke. There's something about, when you live here in the Philippines, there's something about Sprite. I don't know what it is. Sprite and 7-Up. It's just a bottle of deliciousness, like Overstay would say. The rumor has a truckload of Mountain Dew weighs twice the load of Coca-Cola. Wow. Now, Coca-Cola has like an insane amount of sugar, right? In each can. Okay, My Philippines Interest. Oh, that's the same channel he's always had. I remember that. Yeah, you're right. He did the best live streams. Shit, you got me laughing about it now. Especially with him and the rabbi going at it. There's nothing better than when him and the rabbi are in a tiff. Maximus, 350 pesos. This one I found. And the girls are, actually, I can probably, I've got share screen here, don't I? How do I do that? I forgot. If I can figure it out how to share the screen with you, I'll show you a couple of pics. Because the girls wanted to take selfies with me when they found out I was a vlogger. Yeah. I got into massage. I didn't really ever like it, but I got into it when I had a Vietnamese girlfriend in Southern California. And she was like, "You've never gotten a massage? You know how good it is for you to get a massage?" And I went and got my first one. And man, I just felt like it hurt so bad, right? The massage. All Chinese girls in Southern California, because the Chinese are known for their massage. Oh, Larry C., the Diet Mountain Dew still has the caffeine. I see. That's what you were saying. Okay. Diet Mountain Dew. Well, hey, I would try that. See what it tastes like. Stay tuned, Larry C. I'll see if that is actually available here. Diet Mountain Dew. See, I'm all organized and shit, man. Before, I just put it in my head and then soak it with MP and try to remember it. And I would never get it done. Gary T, I am going to, but my new, that's my back rider helmet. I don't have the the mount for the camera yet for my my new helmet I bought. I got a killer Bluetooth though, you guys. Oh, I don't know what I don't know what I've been doing my whole life, not having Bluetooth in my helmet. Have you tried Bliss Massage on Teodoro? I have not, Ricky. I have not. I have found my massage therapist that I like, and I probably won't go anywhere else now. Just the way I am. I'm super loyal. When I find the right one, 2 beers. There's something about Sprite here. Even the kids and Melanie love some Sprite, man. Mrs. H, yeah, that's true. Frank. Oh, shit. See, I'm going to be watching for it now. Oh, man. I won't want to go anywhere. Does he go live like every day, or is it mostly, he was always live in the evenings in the Philippines, if I remember right. Scarlet Joy, the next video, stay tuned. The next video is going to be a tour of my apartment, including the small swimming pool on the first floor. Odaba. Yeah, it takes you, you got to do a few massages. Like the first 2, if you've never done massage before, the first 2 are just going to, you're going to feel like you got twisted up into a knot, and it's going to be very painful. But then after that, man, it's on. It's on. You know, I was getting 2 a week in Southern California. If you're drinking a 20-ounce Mountain Dew, you're earning the equivalent of 18 teaspoons of sugar. Fuck. What was that now? 20 ounces. Okay, so I've got here 600 milliliters. Hey, Siri. 600 blah, 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 blah. Hey, Siri. 600 milliliters is how many ounces?
600 milliliters is 20.29 fluid ounces.
18 teaspoons of sugar. No wonder I'm about to shit my pants. Azariah, 8 to 10 massages a month. Yeah. Yeah, Brian, I miss a lot of stuff about Southern California. You know, I really miss my job because I had the most killer job, and I made really good money. My life was just so easy there, you know. I mean, it's easy here too, but you know what I mean? I was fortunate. I was very fortunate. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Marshall Leo, what's going on here in the Philippines is you'll walk into a dealership that says Honda or Yamaha or Suzuki. It's not really Honda, Yamaha, or Suzuki. It's the Shaizwin Corporation in China. And they're just using Honda's name. Now, if you go to a certified Honda dealer, you can walk in there and pay cash. If you go to the Shaizwin Honda, it's payments only. They will not sell you a motorcycle in cash. Pro tip for you there. All right. Now, the real Yamaha dealership here is in Southern Angeles, and it's called I'll post it later. But they have big bikes in this shop. It's a giant dealership. It's not like the little one you're going to see on MacArthur Highway. It's giant. It's like when you'd see in the USA, and they've got big bikes in there, 1,000cc and up. I went down there. It's called the Yamaha Rev Zone. Bingo. See there? You guys didn't think, I told you guys I'm not drinking that much anymore. Yamaha Rev Zone. Southern Angeles. Almost down by SM Tag Blasterian or whatever the hell that is. They had 3 NMAXs on the floor. All 3 of them were sold. And I was like, shit. You know, that's when I almost went home. And then A good buddy of mine, a manager over at the Clarkton, he found me this Inmax. If he had not have done that, I would have just went home with no bike. How you like that? 60 pesos. 60 pesos long, 9 bananas. That's right, baby. It's still cheap to live here, guys. Still cheap. I had dinner for like 38 pesos the other night. 38 pesos for dinner. You may get disappointed when tourism opens up because you have the city to yourself. What do you mean by that? I think the tourists are going to come here in droves, man. Yeah, Marshall, like I said, you have to find an original Yamaha that's Yamaha Incorporated. And they'll take cash payments. But that Chinese owner, and there's several here, even most of the Yamahas here in Angeles. I was at the Yamaha in Dau. It's Chinese owned. Also, the Yamaha in Mabalacat is Chinese owned. But that one in South, the Rev Zone, is a real Yamaha dealership. Timothy Rogers, good morning from Ohio. What's your degrees Fahrenheit there, sir? I'm paying like crazy to fund donations for Gilda. Is Gilda our next typhoon? No, it can't be. We just had Odette. The next one's going to be P. Start with a P, right? Don't they go alphabetically, the typhoons? They're still doing pretty good here. 46 people. Sorry, you guys, I'm starving. I was on a bender last night, a walking street bender. Jim Schultz, we're heading down to Subic here pretty soon. Stay tuned for that one. Just me and Philly Bryan. We're going to go down and stay at the Treasure Island. He's bored in Hawaii. Oh, so Frank left the Philippines? Mrs. H. Yeah, that's why I said that. Those Thai girls, they're like 4'6" and 70 pounds. But man, those girls, it's like they're throwing you around the room. Man, they're strong. I like it when they get up there with those big wide feet and they start walking on your back. Thai girls are awesome. Really good at massage too. Brian Hetcher. Yeah, I'll interview you, bro. You'll be the guest of honor. For all the shit you've done for me, man, you got it. And the first 100 beers are on me. Oh, Gary T, good question. Here's what's going on with the Clarkton. Because even Philly Bryan and I, we're sitting there outside of his room and we're looking around. And I got on Agoda. I went on Agoda on my phone. They were sold out. And we're looking around. It's Philly Bryan's family, my family, and one couple sitting at another table having a beer. Here's what's going on. It took us a little while to figure it out. About 75% of the hotel is under renovation. The rooms are stripped. That's why it's sold out. There's no rooms to sell. Not only have they remodeled the whole, everything around the pool, and they built that, you guys saw that deck they built that you can have, drinks and food, and they're redoing all of the rooms as well, okay? Now, the room that I was staying in, we were in two different rooms. We had a big family room to start with, and then when I decided to stay and pursue that, decided to pursue the X-Max, which they wouldn't sell me. Oh, fuck. That turned into 10 days. And then that guy, my buddy Randy at the Clarkton Hotel, the manager over at the Clarkton, man, found me that bike. And I was skeptical, but I met the guy in person, and I really liked his shop. He's very professional. He's got an electrician on site. He's got 2 mechanics on site, tons and tons of parts. He'll order anything you need. And 2 beers. McRae. Yes, it's going to be Mary, I think. Just stick with black coffee. Yeah, exactly. This tastes so good, though, doesn't it? Isn't there something about Mountain Dew? I don't have very many of them, but if you're feeling down, like you know you've got to ride the MRT or the LRT or something, or you're going to be in a UV Express for 2 hours, you want to drink one of these. Yeah. That's true. That's true. This girl, that's a good point, because the first time I've ever fallen asleep was this massage I had a week or 10 days ago. Yeah, I was out. She had to wake me up. Now that I'm in Angeles City, all of the bottled drinks are gone. That's only province shit, like North Calocan. I'm staying in the Philippines, baby. I'm going to die right here. I'm going to go down to the VFW and apply for a plot in Clark Cemetery. Maximus, no, motor trade is also Chinese owned. But I believe that Motor Trade will do a cash deal, because I almost bought a Raider from Motor Trade when I first came in 2018, and they were willing to do a cash deal. At least the one in North Calocan. Of course, we had 3 of them in North Calocan. Gary T, I feel like $1 million, dude. I probably already lost 12 to 15 pounds. I got like 22,000 steps in yesterday. I feel like $1 million, man. I really do. When I was in the USA, I was a little concerned about my health, but now those concerns are gone. And even just that I had a really just a bad feeling all the time. Can I still buy Sprint? Yes. I just bought a Coke up in Mabalacat City, right next to my mechanic, or my accessories dealership. I had a Coke in a plastic bag. Yeah. Yeah. Brian, I just talked to Joseph about a week ago. He's moving to North Calocan, over next door to Tito Road. Him and Jinky bought a house in North Calocan City, probably 5 minutes on a bicicleta from my house. So I was thinking the whole time, shit, me and Joseph are going to be hanging. Oh, I get you. Sorry, Mrs. H. I'm a little slow. Only 2 hours sleep. No, you're right. It'll get busy and I'll start complaining about it. You're right. That's what we do anyway. Us old, bald expats. Yeah, there's a lot of talk on my channel about cracked front ends or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'll research it. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now, but just eat shit if it happens. Don't eat at drive-by Curanderia. Jim Schultz, or Larry C. Thank you, sir, for coming back to the live stream. We'll see you on Tuesday, okay? I'm going to start back up on Tuesdays, and we'll stay there, because I'm not log now. I'm not all over the damn place. Plus, I was without my laptop, so that sucked. Man, when I got this laptop back, it was like a whole world opened up for me, because I was doing everything on my iPad, which isn't bad. That iPad's a great substitute for a laptop. 25F. Jim Schultz, 25F. No, they were sold. 2 beers. They had signs on them, or they had tags on them. Please don't sit on this. Sold to customer number 652, Joe Shit the Rag Man. They were sold. And like I said, that dealership was a cash dealership. So I'm sure they would have been willing to sell me a bike. It's just that they're hard to come by. They can't get the bikes in stock, and the ones that are in stock are being sold. Where's Stitch? Well, when Melanie goes live, Melanie's got Stitch. I didn't bring him with me. She would never allow that. Okay, Gilda is a crazy storm. I'll look that up. Because I've got the Manila Bulletin here. My favorite, the nation's leading newspaper, the Manila Bulletin, always in English, always understandable, never gives you a nosebleed. I know. Timothy Rogers, Ohio is McRae. Thank you so much. 26 degrees. Yeah, Azariah, I've eaten there before, quite a while ago. I love Subic, man. I just love that area. It just reminds me of my Marine Corps days, Time passes by way too quick, you guys. Mrs. H, yeah. The last Frank live I watched was probably sometime in 2019. And he was hammering on the rabbi for something. And then the rabbi would do his rebuttal. And then Frank would do one. Then the rabbi would do one. Dude, that was pure entertainment. Those were the good old days. Oh, Gilda is actually Frank's wife. Oh, so that's just a joke. Louis Gooseland, welcome. Eastern Kentucky, 33 degrees. Were you hanging out with Joseph when he was over there? Or Joseph is still there, actually. Don't listen to a girl who says, buy me this and buy me that. Oh, well, McRae, I've lived here for a few years, buddy. You're talking about basics there. That's like a kindergarten stuff for, oh, here's another one. Don't fall in love with a bar girl. Yeah, that's kindergarten stuff there, McRae. We're way beyond that. Okay, we're like on our second master's degree here in this chat room. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. I'm looking forward to doing it. Friend. That's the one thing Philly Brian was telling me is that the ride down to Subic is good. I've never done it. I've done it in a car, but never done it on a bike. Looking really forward to it, especially this NMAX. I tell you what, you guys, I was just blown away. I rode one in the province and I didn't like it because the roads aren't. I actually rode it on a dirt road in the province. I didn't like it. But on a smooth road, whew, that thing is nice. That is like, a two-wheel Cadillac. Brian Hatcher, I just rented a bike. I had a bike for 10 days. I had that new Honda Click 155. Ooh, it's all push button, the Honda Click, the new one. I had it for 10 days. Man, you talk, and nice bike is still open. Yeah. All the same people still work there. They recognize me right away when I walk up. I've rented so many bikes from them. Yeah. You know what else, Brian? You know what else I've noticed about that quarantine video? I'm breathing real heavy just from talking. That's how bad a shape I got into. If you watch that, I'm like, I'm wheezing, But yeah, I mean, I bet you I've dropped 15 pounds. I can see my feet now when I look down, in the shower. Tito Road. What's up, brother? Welcome to the live stream, the amazing road. Olongapo is, Olongapo is a safe place for foreigners. All of the Philippines is safe for the foreigner, as long as the foreigner doesn't show his ass and do something stupid. Charles Brand, thank you, sir. Mac Ray, falling in love with a province girl doesn't guarantee you shit. Trust me. Yeah, I've met him already, James. We were somewhere. I don't remember where we were at now. That must have been the second bender that we went on. We did like 2 benders in 1 week because Philly Bryan was a judge in the talent competition at Club XS. So we went out like that first night that I showed up to party, and then that next Tuesday he had to be there to be a judge at the talent competition. So yeah, Brian Hatcher. Yeah, I know you will, brother. I know you will. I'm trying to find these things right now. These are very common. These steno notepads from Staples. You know, this is like a crucial thing for my Tagalog lessons. I got to have this. I've been searching on Lazada. I haven't found them yet. There's just like a cheap, you know, kind of crappy version of it. Joseph's new channel is called, well, just click on that link. You'll see. But it's he didn't do a lot of videos, really. I like the way you think, Malos. Calbo, right? Calbo, Nanaman. D.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, DJ Joe. DJ Joe, I would get Amazon deliveries in North Calocan at my house. So, but you're saying there's a drop box here. And that's cool because you don't have to worry about something getting stolen, right? Yeah, the Motovlog channel. Philly Bryan. Unfortunately, 14 ounces. Yeah, that's not much. Okay. You're saying you get your medication. Yeah. I am not rated as a Ryan. No. That's something I kind of dropped the bomb on. Because I should have went. Indianapolis has a giant VA. I mean, it's the biggest hospital I've ever seen. I should have gone in there and got checked out. Because it says right on my exit papers that I had lost a certain amount of hearing because I was an 81 millimeter mortarman, a cannon cocker. I may still be able to do something, you know, but I should have went in there and got checked out. I've still got a ringing in my ears, you know, a constant ring. I've had it my whole life. But I talk so much that I can't hear the ring, you know. Joke on Paul. I have been felt threatened there. Just use common sense and treat others with respect. Yeah, I've never felt. I've walked through the nastiest, slummiest part of the Philippines, man, and never had any problems. But then in the USA, I was that guy who went down to Mexico too and walked around at 2 a.m. Just, you know, probably because I grew up in a black neighborhood, went to a all black high school. I just got really used to being the only white guy around. So I've never felt uncomfortable in those scenarios. Jericho, good morning. How are you, sir? Thanks for showing up at the live stream. Clyde Seaside, good morning, sir. Yeah, it's got to be this one, though, Clyde, you know. It's got to be these stenos or something very, very close. But yeah, you're right. I'll look. Now that I'm here, especially, now that I'm here in Angeles, I'll probably be able to find them. Even pure gold is just the pure gold in Da'u, you guys. Oh, my God. That place is like heaven. I think that's going to be my go-to spot. It's just around the corner here. You know, if I go up and get on MacArthur, pure gold Da'u is just half a kilometer on the right-hand side. Big, giant parking lot. There's no worries about parking. Tropical Tim. I heard Tropical Tim's leaving. Or was that clickbait? I heard he's leaving and going back to the U.S. for a little while. Clyde Seaside, welcome. I didn't say that. Clyde Seaside, he's going to bust my chops on something here in a minute, I know. Thank you. Shift Ed with a space. That was kind of creative. I wonder if he did that on his own. I like that. Shift Ed. Shifted. Oh, wait here. Azariah. Tinnitus. That's right. That's what I've got. And I looked on my, what's that little black thing called that you put in the machine and you can read it? Microfiche? Or no. Is it microfiche? You know how they put your entire SRB on microfiche? I think that's what it's called. Is that right? It says right on there that I had a certain percentage of hearing loss at when I was Storm. Okay. Yeah. I don't use ATM, Brian. I don't use an ATM. Although I did a few times here because Western Union was holding my transfers for some reason. Yeah, I did get my pension squared away. It's direct deposit. Everything's beautiful there. All I've got to do is, budget my pension. DJ Joe, go ahead and send me an email, or if you're on the Facebook, get a hold of me through Facebook. Just call me, man. Can you do that on that messenger? $144 a month for hearing loss is $72.50 a month in pesos. Shit, 7,000 pesos a month would feed me for the whole month because I'm a curry pot. Charles Brand, exactly. And I've been in some pretty grimy areas in Mexico too. Jericho, you're always wanting to ride the NMAX, baby. What's up with that? Robert Mindanao, good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Travel Gamer, thank you so much, sir. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Travel Gamer, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the other. That's the other ringing. That's the one you get in this ear. The one in this ear is tinnitus. Yeah, those 81 millimeter mortars, you guys. I started out on the gun line, so I was right there next to the tube, and then I got promoted and moved back to fire direction coordinator. Robert in Mindanao, I just use Western Union. I've never used anybody else. The pro tip to Western Union is do a bank transfer. And it's super cheap. Some of your bank transfers are free. You just have to wait 3 days for it. A lot of people don't know that. If you use your ATM card, it's instantaneous, but it's a $20 charge. Now, if you need money instantaneously, I mean, what value do you place on that? You know what I mean? But one thing that a lot of people don't realize, if you go with one money transfer company and you stay with them, you become like a platinum member and you build up all these points and you'll just get, I get 6 free transfers a year with Western Union and the others are $3.99 and I get a couple that are $1.99. So, I mean, my total for the year in fees is only probably less than $20 to transfer all the money that I only do $1,000 a month. Well, I'll be doing more than that now because I'm on my pension, and my pension's more than that. Oh, it's kind of hot in here. I'm going to have to rethink the position of my table here so I can get a little fan action, a little electric pan action. My uncle was a Marine cannon cocker. Hearing loss 30%. Oof. No, I don't have 30%. I would say that mine is probably around 10%. But that ring is what gets me. I can hear, I always hear a ring. What the hell is that? Why does it? James Lonergan. Ah, but you probably have to be sending money to Lady, right? It won't work. Ryan Hatcher, but it did not relocate. High Society, what happened is the Lewis Grand sold it off. High Society was owned by the Lewis Grand Corporation or Lewis Grand Hotel. They sold it off and it's been remodeled. They just haven't opened it up yet. It's in the exact same spot. It's called use the AC. Yeah, no shit. That's a good call, Melanie. Turn the AC on. Turn the AC on. What a dumbass. Of course. Problem is, I'll be ready to get off this live stream and it won't make it out into this room because it's only in the bedroom. I thought you would have hearing protection. Yeah, Mark Doyle, you do, but you know what we used? Those little, we're talking 1980s, you guys, early 80s, those things that you squeeze between your fingers and you shove them in there and they expand. Completely useless. And there's like lawsuits now against the military for using inappropriate hearing protection. Robert Dyer, I don't know anything at all about the bank rates, okay? I just got lucky because we had a neighbor that works at BPI. Oh, Melanie, you know what? I forgot to get my ATM card. I'm wondering if we can do a little, what's that company called? I forgot my ATM card. You will eventually lose more hearing. They wouldn't be enough. Yeah. You guys, we are a professional Marine Corps unit, and that's what they had. They should have had now I was lucky enough when I got off the gun line, I wore the headphones because I was communicating with a forward observer who was giving me coordinates for, the next, trying to align the guns. So I got lucky, but I was off the gun line anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. I'm 20 meters behind the gun line. Brian, I've got my ACR card, but it's expired. I'll be getting a new one here. When did I arrive in the Philippines? November 11th. So January 10th, I've got to go to SM North, and I'll get a new ACR card, yeah. No, we were lucky. I didn't finish the story, sorry. We were lucky. One of our neighbors there in Palmyra Springs works at BPI. She brought all the paperwork home and sat down in the house with us, and we filled out all the paperwork. She took it back and opened up savings accounts for me and the two kids. How awesome is that? So you guys know, DJ Joe, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I might buy another. I've got two wall mounts, one here, one in the bedroom. Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. I'll just get a little floor fan, one that's about that big. I can put it underneath the desk and just have it blow up right on my chest. That'd be awesome. Manuel Kamomot, good day, sir. Manuel comments on every video I've ever done, and it's always good day, sir. Good day to you, Manuel. A couple of drops of mineral oil. I don't know if I would trust that here in the Philippines. You go buy mineral oil, who the hell knows what it really is? Tim Zayak. Okay, you got the ringing also. A lot of military guys say they've got that ring. Damn, I've got almost 60 people in here. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining the live stream. 60 people. Fill in, guys. 65. Hello again. Hello again, Phil M. Guy 65. Welcome to the live stream. Manila's finest. Very fine. Manila's finest. Is that, what do you got going on there? Manila's finest. Are you a vlogger? I kind of like that. Azariah, I'm on a 9A right now. I don't know what this is. Does anybody know what that is? This guy's he's been in my live stream. He was actually the first one in the room. Does anybody know what the hell that is? It looks Russian or something, right? He could be blasting us and we don't even know it. Yeah, get it from a pharmacy. Gotcha. Alex, yeah, SM Medical Clinic. Things are definitely different. I tell you what, I was blown away when I found the Johnsonville brats at a Pure Gold. I mean, they're not the real brat. I'll show you. There you go. Yeah. Better cheddar. 2, 4, 6 of them in there. That's going to be delicious with some eggs and rice, huh? Ooh, it's going to be hot today. I tell you what, you guys, it's going to be hot. James Lonergan, I have some hearing loss worked in a drop forge. Exactly. It's like Pampanga's finest, Ticino. Pampanga's finest longanisa. That lady got rich from that, right? You guys know that Pampanga's finest. Clyde Seaside, who told me to do that? Do you remember who told me to do that? And I actually did it too. Those were my Imperador days. Somebody said to spray WD-40 because I was having like almost oh, wait a second. Almost an arthritic hand. Yeah, you're right. DJ Joe, you're right, man. I could have handled the whole thing probably if I just would have done it there in Indianapolis. But I was so concerned about working every day and making money because we were building the house. Shit, you know? Oh, nice. Shargal. Yeah, we were out with Brian and Let last night. You know, Let's whole family's in Shargal. And they did okay. They did okay, man. They got through it. Well, it's from the company, but what I was going to say is it's not the same ones, you know? It's not the same big fat beer brat that you could buy in the package. I don't think I've ever seen those in the Philippines, but I bet you that one, it says it's got cheddar cheese in it. I bet it's good. Just fry that up real dark in a skillet, man. Oh, Brian, I thought Let said last night that she's okay. I thought she said that her mom was okay. I figured you would have a 13A. No, 13A has been hard to come by because of the pandemic. You can apply now, but I was stuck in the US. I just needed a 9A to get in. The 13A takes a while to do. That's not something you're just going to get in 10 days. I've got the 9A in less than 5 days. I applied for it and got it. The Russians are spying on you. David Learn, welcome to the live stream, friend. Mark Zenlao, welcome to the live stream. David says that acupuncture can work. I've got Clyde Seaside's coffee mug. Yes, I have it. It's got his name on it. I've only got about 4 coffee cups left. And there was a couple, I think, that were broken. And then some of the shirts got soaked because of that during the construction process. And then Melanie gave the shirts that kind of got wet. She just gave them away to the construction workers. So I got a picture one day of the whole construction crew had the Philo in the Philippines shirt on. It was pretty cool. But I wasn't vlogging then. What did I miss? Oh, Siargao City. Okay. Mark Doyle. Mark Doyle, really? Ah, okay. Mark Sinlau, welcome to the live stream. I'm about to shut down, actually. I feel my voice going away. I've been fighting, Philly Bryan's fighting it too. He was, Philly Bryan was talking last night, sounded like he was barking. His voice is gone. And I had that about a week ago. No voice at all. I always get sick in Angeles. I guess it's just something you have to, it's like getting COVID. You got to catch that flu in AC, and then you're good. Jess Barrett, good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, where am I at? Brian, you got a good memory, dude. Brian Hatcher. I'm still trying to figure out where that WD-40 came from. It was one of my subscribers that said that. So you can apply for VA disability. I don't know. I might try it. It's not like it's going to, it's not like it's going to be a burden on me. A new business starting up in the Philippines. You know what, Brian? I don't know who they're using here, but I can tell you that in North Caloocan, we had Manila water, and it was drinkable from the tap. It's the only company that people will drink the water in the Philippines, is Manila water. The company that we had before was, what was the name of him? The water was just horrible. It smelled like shit. Oh, he's talking to Philly Bryan. Sorry. That's exactly right, James. One of those, yeah, that's exactly right. I just can't remember who it was. But I remember laughing my ass off, and a lot of people did. And sure enough, I tried it. Yeah, that's it, Lucas. It's Manilad. You got the shits. Well, you know what? I kind of held back for a while. Or actually, no, that's not true. When I came back to the Philippines this time and landed in North Caloocan, I just started drinking it because Melanie told me we've been drinking it for years. Manila water, not Prime. Prime was the other company. And you couldn't drink but the Manila water, everybody drinks it. I guess you just become, your body becomes used to it. Azariah, yes, sir. I understand. I'm going to start researching it. I mean, what else do I have to do? Why not at least try, right? What's the worst thing that can happen to me? Really? What's the worst thing that can come out of it? Okay, so I've got, let me see if I've got anything I want to share with you guys. I have something called Tuesday Chat Topics. Oh, I do have a couple of things I want to share with you. First of all, Diego Garcia, who was a comrade of mine in a Facebook group called Let Families Be Together in the Philippines. He finally made it here, and I helped him with all of his paperwork. He would call me. I was in quarantine. He was like 2 days from flying. And believe me, you guys, at that time, you're just shitting your pants because there's all these things that you have to have in order. I mean, easy for me because I'm a really squared away person. But I helped him with a lot of his stuff. And man, he did a channel donation for me. He became a subscriber, got his wife and his family to subscribe, and donated to the channel. Yeah, Brian, I've got ABS now. So it's going to make a huge difference. That Raider, that Raider was just a ball buster. Bike was so fast and no ABS braking. So that's why I went down that day. General Luna, yeah. Azariah, I agree with you, sir. I agree with you, but I've been converted. DJ Joe, I followed from videos. Can you see? Oh, wow. Pangasinan. I love Pangasinan. That's just an InMax right away, baby. There's this again. What the hell is that? I hope that's not some kind of new variant. Is that some kind of new variant that they're putting in my live stream? I drink right out of the water pump. Ah, you're on a well water system, huh? Okay, shout out to Diego Garcia. Let me take that off the list. And I wanted to tell you guys something that was so funny. I'm in Indianapolis, hanging out at my brother's house. It's the weekend, and we order a Papa John's pizza, right? So he's on the phone with Papa John's, with the number that's provided for Papa John's Pizza. He's talking to a call center here in Clark, and we're in Indianapolis. He's talking to a young Filipina and giving her the pizza order in a Clark BPO. How's that? And once we figured out what was going on, because my brother, because of the accent and everything, the accent that the Filipina had, he's like, something's not right about this call. He hung up on her. But also in my memory, I'm thinking, this accent sounds really familiar to me. So we call back a second time to order a pizza. It goes to the Clark BPO again, and we get another Filipina. Well, I get on the phone then, and I start clucking in Tagalog to her. And I tell my brother, yeah, this is legit. But I had no idea that Papa John's was using a call center in Clark for pizza ordering. How funny is that? Anyway, I thought that was a funny story. But then again, who the hell am I? My sense of humor sucks. I talked to you guys about the call center opportunity. I've received emails to go work at New Clark City. And I'm actually thinking about it. But I think I'm going to stay retired for a while. Richard Stelly, yes, you can apply for a visa. My father retired here and 100% rating. He's neighbor. Okay. See, the difference between a retired veteran and me is a very big difference, though. I only did 5 years in the military. No, I didn't have any. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't even look clickable, James. It didn't even look like something you could click on. Oh, dude. Yeah. Or even at 59, when I get access to that 401k, boom. But no, I don't want to, I don't really even want to touch that money, that 401k money. I'd like to just sit on that if I could. But yeah, you're right. When I hit 62 and I get that additional $1,800 a month, oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, guys, I'm spent. We're almost at 2 hours. I'm going to call it. Thanks for Marshall Leo. Thank you so much, sir, for the super chat. Next few San Mig lights on me. Let's see. That's 5 USD. That's 250 pesos. That's 5 of them, baby. Yeah, that's 5 San Mig lights. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Starting to lose my voice, you guys. I have not met Denny B, but I've watched his vlog. That's coming soon. Okay. Okay. Thanks, James. Yeah, I'm going to call the live stream, guys. Thanks for joining me, and we'll be back. Let me ask one question. Is there an echo when I use the laptop? Is there an echo in the sound, or is the sound pretty good, the quality? Because when I talk on this end, I hear an echo behind me. John Marlin, thank you, sir. Let me get just a couple of answers on that audio. No echo, no echo. That's good enough for me. Maximus, thank you. Charles Brand, thank you. James Lonergan, thank you. Mark Doyle, Lucas Messer. Manila's Finest. Manila's Finest. Go to my Facebook, Philo in the Philippines Facebook, and post your channel info there if you would. Here you go. I told you he was going to bust my balls right there. Clyde Seaside. Thank you, sir. I wouldn't be a live stream unless Clyde was busting my nuts. Azariah. Make it rain, Philo. Hey, I got stuck in the rain. It was yesterday. I'm blazing through Clark, trying to get to the freaking bridge so I can get out of it. And I just got, I mean, you know how it rains here. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Thanks, you guys, for joining me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the love. And we'll do another one. We're going to be Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Okay, I'll remind you. The next video that comes up is going to be the video of my new apartment. And I'm also going to throw in there me and Philly Bryan singing Garth Brooks in Champagne Bar. Get ready for it. All right. Thanks so much, you guys. See you on the next video. Bye now.